Alright, so you know what? I'm gonna record one more video before I leave the spot for today, because I want to have a backlog of videos so that on the days where I can't record, because there's probably going to be days I can't record coming up, I can, have these to upload. So, I kind of want to go back a little bit to, not being caged anymore, and not kind of limiting myself based on other people or based on what I think other people think of me. And so, you know what? I want to finally talk about something that I've been meaning to talk about for a little bit. Which is hentai. I can barely. I was like, what's something funny I could say? No, not here to talk about hentai. That would probably get me age restricted. Not the first time I've gotten age restricted. Not the first time I've talked about a hentai thing. That video is unlisted. Among waifus 18 plus. What a video game that is. What a video game that is. But anyways, what I'm actually here to talk about is not about naked anime girls, but about singing. I've been wanting to talk about singing for a little bit because something I've become pretty passionate about, which is weird because I think I mentioned this in a previous video at some point. I think it might have been that video about music, but I actually did like singing a lot as a kid. When we play like Rock Band or Guitar Hero or whatever, I would always sing. Or we had a game called SingStar as well. It was on the PS2, and came with these microphones, these two microphones, and you would kind of battle out in like karaoke with like, the music video would be on the TV, and then, it would be like karaoke, basically. It was cool. But I kind of stopped doing it eventually because, as I mentioned in other videos, I kind of became really self-aware of myself, and I had this image that I was trying to protect, I guess. And I just kind of wanted to look, invisible, I guess is basically the best way to say it. I didn't want to express my personality or myself because I was scared to. And, I think if I ever had a family party again, or whatever, like maybe we're gonna go over for Thanksgiving or Christmas or something, and they want to play SingStar, I have to think about it. I almost, when, I forget, I think it was for my cousin's birthday recently, they were talking about the SingStar, and I was thinking about, like, let's say they break out the SingStar, am I gonna sing? And I thought about it, and I was like, I don't know. Because I've kind of been keeping that pretty hidden. Like, I've been doing a lot of singing, but usually it's either in here, when I'm fucking singing to songs on the radio. Well, not on the radio, from the CD. The CD of COD Zombies Easter egg songs I have. But I love singing to those songs, especially the two main ones that I really like singing to. Especially Remember Us. Because that song, it kind of means a lot to me. I would honestly call it my favorite song ever. Like, ever. Just out of every other piece of music I've listened to, it's probably just my favorite song. And, it motivates me a lot. And I love singing it too. And it feels, or it fuck, I can't figure out how to describe it. But I can sympathize with it a lot, and it kind of maps a lot to my life personally. I love that song. So I sing to it a lot. It has a lot of meaning to me. But it's kind of a weird thing for me to sing, because as I mentioned in that other video, right? Like, I kind of hide stuff a lot of the time still. So, like, I hide the fact I'm, like, working out from my parents. I also hide the fact I'm singing from my parents, because, I don't know, I guess it's just kind of embarrassing in that sense. But I do try to sing as much as I can, because I want to practice it, because I want to get good at it, because I want to sing. But I was thinking about at some point I would actually upload like a Remember Us cover to this channel. That might happen at some point. We'll see. But it's kind of hard to do that, because I'm thinking, like, it feels weird when, like, the background vocals aren't there, so I'd have to record the background vocals too, but then, like, it's gonna feel, like, too edited, so I don't know if I should just upload a recording of me just singing to the main lyrics, maybe even just no music, or I don't know. I have no idea. I guess let me know what you think in the comments about that. But I think it would be a good thing to eventually upload it, just because I feel like I should. I feel like if I want to start being myself more, then that's a place to start, you know? Man, it's crazy how things have changed so much. Like, since I started recording all of these, like, it was, like, light out, and now it's just gotten, like, dark, and it looks completely different from when I started. Oh, man. Gotta love, daylight savings time ending, yeah. But, anyways, back to what I was saying. I've really begun to love singing, and when I first started, it was partially a way for me to kind of, I don't want to say emotionally cope, but I can't really think of a better word. Like, it was just something that was a way for me to just kind of let emotions kind of go, instead of just bottling everything up all the time. Because I definitely was going through things this summer. I'll leave it at that. What the hell? Why'd everything just go dark? Is that the phone? What? What the hell? What? Is that the video? Is that me? Maybe. No. What? Can I? Hold on. I don't know. The phone just went dark. I was like, what the fuck's going on? Is it dying? I don't know. Anyways, though, back to what I was saying again. Let's try to do this again. Yeah, that, like, just me being able to sing, it was, like, a really good way for me to just let kind of emotions out, you know, in a way that felt powerful, sort of. And a way for me to just kind of be myself and not be scared of, you know, well, what if people hear me sing? God forbid. And it took me time, because the first time I tried singing, because the first song I tried singing was Falling to Pieces, which is the Shattered Veil Easter egg song from BO6. And I started trying to sing it. The first time, I remember, I'll never forget the first time I sang it, and I'm just like, Nika, and I was like, that was terrible. And tried again. I'm like, Nika. I couldn't do it. It was so hard to get that first line out. But became a lot more confident. I still find it's kind of weird to do the first line sometimes, by the way, because usually I just kind of go straight into it. So I just kind of, it starts out feeling like I'm talking, but then I actually start singing afterwards, and then it goes better. But I went from that to being a lot more confident with singing, and I wouldn't say I'm quite there yet. But, you know, before it was kind of like a, and also it was very, very quiet as well when I first started, because it's like, I was, hold on, can I do this? And that would, no. That makes no difference. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. But I was very quiet when I started singing. I was afraid of people hearing what I had to say or what I had to sing. That was kind of who I was. I was afraid of that. But now, guess who can sing a lot? I mean, I've been trying to sing more songs, but it's so hard sometimes because some songs, like, it's just it's a different tone than what I've been doing in other songs, so it's like, fuck, it's hard. But I think particularly Falling to Pieces and Remember Us, those two songs, those songs I number one, I identify with a lot, and number two, I find I can sing them decently well. There's still some parts, like, because in Remember Us, there's a lot of kind of that, like, screaming sort of metal thing, and I kind of had to figure out, the train's coming now? Fuck, I've been here like 2 hours and the train's finally coming. Oh my god. And it's coming when I'm trying to make the video about singing, and it's gonna be hard. You motherfucker. Oh my god. Anyways though. Fuck, what was it? Oh, yeah, the screaming sometimes is really difficult because number one, it's a lot of strain on your vocal cords, but number two, it's kind of hard to figure out how to do the scream because train's coming. It's coming very, very soon. Maybe I should scream at the train. Will you reap? So that was kind of a bad one, because what I kind of learned over time from listening to the song so many times is that it's really not so much about the screaming. It's not about like the metal, like, will you remember, like that. It's kind of meant to just be like a raw emotional scream as the train is about to arrive. Maybe I will scream at the train. Where are you? Are you coming the other way? Oh, you are coming the other way. Train, I hope you don't come back. Will you remember? See, it's hard. It's hard for me to do. I'm trying. But like that particular scream, it's like a lot of, I guess, sort of like emotional kind of almost pain in a way. That's kind of what tripped me up for so long, because I was trying so hard to go for this like metal scream where I'm like, whoa, you remember, but like I realized I really should just use my own voice and just put power into it and try to kind of make that emotional, painful sort of scream. I guess that it's kind of a weird thing. I guess normally singing does not really involve screaming, so, but I don't know. I find it to be a pretty powerful thing, but I still enjoy just singing in general, and, like Falling to Pieces is not really screaming, it's just about singing, but it went from that very kind of unconfident tone to now me feeling pretty good. I feel pretty good about where I'm at when it comes to singing. And I remember it specifically because I was driving one day, and there's that iconic Easter egg song called Where Are We Going? And I never really sang to the song before. There was one day where I was driving, and when I'm driving, I'm talking. and I'm just kind of trying to figure out like what the fuck is happening. I'm like, where are we going? And then I thought about it. And I was like, oh my god, it's like the Easter egg song. So then I actually just sang, "Where are we going?" And like, I thought about it. I was like, that actually sounded pretty good. That actually sounded pretty good. I don't know how that one particularly sounded, especially with the train noises in the background, because that's the thing. Also, the focus is going nuts. I don't know what's happening. It's like that. What the fuck is that? Stop! 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 I think maybe hold on, what if I do this? Will you stop? Are you gonna stop? No, you're not gonna stop. Okay. Whatever. So yeah. I am enjoying singing for sure. It's kind of a thing that's hard to do because it makes you so, you know, emotionally vulnerable. A lot of art, I guess, in that sense sort of is. But I really want to be, you know, that person. I want to be someone who is themselves and doesn't care about what other people think. And part of that is, God, dude, the darkness is so dark. Fuck. But yeah, I don't know why I can't speak. I started saying it, it was over. I don't know. I just want to keep singing, so I might upload some covers at some point or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'll even make my own songs someday. Who knows? Maybe I'll do that. Maybe. Kind of have some ideas, to be honest with you. We'll see. But I just am glad that I started singing. I think that was something it was already hard enough for me to make some of these videos, but it was really a big leap for me to sing. Especially, I mean, early on it was, you know, very quiet singing. And when I started, I was singing sitting down. And I found out it's actually much better if you sing standing up because your diaphragm or whatever gets like compressed. So it's better when you're actually sitting up and singing because it's easier for you to hit notes, I guess, and whatever. And you just sound better. But overall, it was a tough thing to get through, but once I started to do it, I started to get comfortable. I feel pretty good now. And I mean, before it was a challenge for me to just talk into my phone to record these videos. And now here I am on camera recording shit, and I'm chilling. I'm fine. This isn't so bad. You know, other than like the darkness. It looks like I'm missing an eye. It looks like I'm a horror character. You know, when like they're like missing like a part of their face and it's just this black void. That's me. Honestly, that's probably just the brightness. I'm sure if I turn up the brightness, I just fucked up the camera angle. If I turn up the brightness, I can kind of see myself, but still kind of fucked. Let me see if I can fix the camera angle. I think it's better. My bad. Sorry that the rest of the video is gonna be like tilted like 0.2 degrees. My bad. Yeah. What else can I even say? Oh yeah, but I forgot I was talking about. I'm doing this on camera now, but Also, when I started driving, I couldn't really sing to myself. It was scary to do. But now I can do it all the time. You know, there are days where I drive to work and Remember Us just comes on and I'm like, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Will you remember us when you're in the darkness? Oh god. See, I'm like cringing. I'm like almost tearing up from cringingness. From cringing when I'm doing that. But I gotta learn to let that go. Because I can't just repress myself and make myself this fucking robot blank slate. No personality, nobody gives a fuck. That's not what makes you memorable. What makes you memorable is being the person you are, you know? Even with all your flaws. Like the fact that I kind of have to piss. I was thinking about going to work to do it, but it's also like it's kind of late. I don't know. Maybe I should go to work still. I don't know. Maybe not. All I know is I am going to keep singing in the future. But maybe I'll hold off on some of the screaming because, you know, it would be a little awkward if there's just somebody coming by and I'm just like, well, you remember. I'm trying not to do that. But I don't know. I'm gonna keep singing. I'm gonna keep improving, and hopefully someday I can have some pretty decent, you know, covers or songs or whatever. I'll probably upload them here. And to be honest, I almost thought about not talking about this, but you know what? Fuck it. Listen, this is me, okay? I'm just gonna say it. I honestly kind of get these ideas of doing music videos for... It started with Falling to Pieces, but really, like, the Remember Us one, I really kind of want to make, like, a music video for it. But I don't know if I'm going to upload it, because number one, I'm, again, trying not to dox myself. And probably would have a lot of places that I usually go and might be identifiable. So I don't know if I should do that. But just for myself, just to personally make for myself, I think something I would like to do eventually. What the hell? Oh, I was like, what the why my face just turned red? Some guy just is over there at his brake lights. Interesting. But for me personally, I do want to make a music video potentially someday. Because I feel like I want to give my cover of that song a lot of meaning, you know, in the ways that it's meaningful to me. So, but yeah, I kind of feel like I really don't have much else to say. I just kind of started talking about how, like, yeah, I like singing, but then it just kind of became this. I feel like it's what happens with some of these. Like, I had this idea. I'm like, this is a good idea. I want to talk about this. And I start talking about this, and then I get through it, and then I kind of am like, okay, I don't really have anything else to say. Like, maybe there's something else I could say, but, like, I can't really think of it, so maybe I just sit here until it comes to me, and it doesn't come. It's probably participating in No Nut November. Because it doesn't come, you know. Wow. This whole video is so scuffed, I'm gonna be honest. Got the fucked up focus. And I just... I don't know. Oh my god. Yeah. I think it's best I just end this here. I don't really have anything else to add. I fucked this. Oh god. But it's still getting uploaded anyway. Because that's the slop content, baby. That's what we do. That's what we do here. We are slopping it up. But yeah. I don't really have anything else to say. I shouldn't speak anymore. I fucked up. Just started talking about cum. God. I guess that's it.